Well, good morning, Pipers. Welcome to the Bass Piper channel. We are going to continue today on my pipe series. And today we are going to be I'm going to be showcasing the Boswell collection that I have. And I told you a few weeks back when I had some of the artisan pipes and the estate pipes that I did that video that I was saving the Boswell, even though he falls under an artisan himself, and one of probably of the best well-known pipe makers we have in the United States. And JM has been going at it for about probably 40 plus years. And so back in the 70s, I think, is when he started. But before I get going on the Boswell pipes, I do want to put a shout out and a thank you to Greg Tunnel Take for getting me this YTPC Team Freedom key fob. And I've been seeing a couple of them on some of the other Pipers videos. And Greg, I appreciate that, man. And, it is a good community to be part of, is the YTPC. And I know we've seen a lot of people come and go over the years, and some just kind of Casper and vanish. But that's just the way life is, I guess. But you know what? It's good also to know, being part of Team Freedom, that word freedom means a lot to me, and I know it does to a lot of folks, especially these days in our world situations, in our United States as well situations. And it's still good to know we've still got some freedoms left, and hopefully we'll continue with them. But I enjoy the freedom of speech, even though that's under attack today. I enjoy the freedom of religion. I enjoy the freedom of being able to do a lot of things that some countries can't do. And I know that it looks kind of bleak for us these days of where the future holds, but I also serve a big God, and I hope you do too. And God's got this. It's all under control. Nothing goes and happens without him knowing it, and not by his design. And so with that, I just want to say thank you, Greg, for this, buddy. And man, I feel like I need to send you some money for this. My stars, you paid enough in postage to get this thing, here. And I know you said you gave them away, and so I know this cost you a few pennies. They put all this together. I don't know how many of them you had, but just the postage is crazy, and of course, it's everything today is crazy. But Greg, thank you so much for this, buddy. And I'll definitely be using this. In fact, I may showcase it for a little while before I use it. Little gifts and things I get from the community, they're just kind of special. And then you hate to go out there and bang this thing up on a key ring. And but I'll probably showcase it in my cabinet for a little while and then start using it. But I still got my little cigar tampers that Lamont, he's passed away now, made me, and also Mark from Tobacco International sent me a couple of them. Man, I've used them a couple of times, but I keep them and showcase them. That's just me, my OCD type of thing. I like keeping everything in pristine condition. And but man, I like this, man. I appreciate that and just what it means. So Greg, thank you, buddy. Appreciate this tremendously. Well, let me get it going with the Boswell part of it. And we'll set this over here. I've got about, I think I got about 11 or 12 pipes to show you in this video. And I'll start off with the first two, the two commission pipes I had JM do for me just a few years ago. As you know, I told you in several videos back, if you're just coming on board with Bass Piper, I used to go and do the NFL football tackle and the WWE, boxing and wrestling and everything else on Monday nights to try to get a pipe. Most of y'all know Boswell puts out about 20, 24, 25 pipes, give or take how many he does that week. And it is just a ever-loving takedown match trying to go starting at 8 o'clock to get a pipe. And so, by the time you get on there, you don't really have a chance to look at them. And I know Rachel, bless her heart, she puts out some teasers Monday afternoon, evening that's going to showcase. You might get 8 or 9, 10 of them of the 20 some that they got. But when you get on there, you don't have time to look at nothing. I mean, you got to go. You got to just get what you can, get it in the cart and buy it. Because if you take time to look and shop, it's gone. And the only pet peeve I've got, and I told Rachel about this. I don't know if they fixed this or not. This is not a slam on the Boswells. I love Boswells. I probably got probably close to $3,000 to $3,500 worth of Boswell pipes. So, love the Boswells, but the system that they got, the only bad thing about it is, about a year or two ago, I went on there and I had my eyes on a pipe and it had one special stem. One of the YTPCers got it. I had it in my cart. It was the last one of that stem that Boswell could get. And it was a pretty thing. I had it in my cart, had everything going, ready to go. Got ready to check out, and it ran into, we don't have your card on file, go put your card on file. Then you had to identify yourself, and you got to pick the pictures and how many squares show a car, and get back in there. And that didn't take, and I had to go back and get my other thing. By the time I got it gone, it was gone. The downfall of, and that's just not talking about Boswell's. I mean, any other company that has this, I can tell you from a customer standpoint, and guys, I'm up front with you guys. I tell it like I see it. I'm a Donald Trump. I tell you like I see it. I call it for what it is. It sucks. Because here's the problem. If it's in my cart, anybody can come and snatch it out of your cart. That's like going to a grocery store and you're in line and you go, man, I forgot to go get the can of peanuts. It's right over here. I'm going to run over here, get out of the line, run over here, leave my cart, get over here, get my peanuts, and you come back and your ham is gone out of your basket. That sucks. I mean, if I wanted to buy the pipe, get the pipe, and then, have time to pick up a couple of things of tobacco, I come back, the pipe's gone out of my cart. That sucks. That's not good. For the Boswells, it don't matter. They're going to get their money anyway. For the customer, not good. That sucks. And so that's not a good business profile is the only thing I'm saying. You talking about raising people's blood pressure. I was livid that night. It was the only one with the only stem, the last one. And then I look about 2 weeks later and one of the pipers is showcasing it on his channel. So I'm going, never again. Never again. Never again do I go and do the Monday night wrestling takedown match. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is. And, Rachel tried to explain to me too. She says, Wade, part of the problem is you got some of these guys out here that if they have a family of 5, all 5 has got laptop computers on Boswell site. And they're going after the one, get it, and go. You got 5 people going after, that one. They know which one they want, or they see which one they want, and they get it and they go. So if you run into any snags, are you trying to get your credit card put back in? Or, then they want to run you through this thing to identify if you are you and you're not some robot or whatever. It's gone. Not good. Not good at all. Not good. So I don't know if they've got that fixed. I hope they did. But, from the business standpoint, they don't, and I don't mean this like I'm saying it now, guys. They don't care. They're still getting their money. You're the guy that's out of it. But you don't have time to do nothing. So you're buying and you don't even have time to think. You can't process. It's like you got to buy that pipe, get it, and then come back and then shop for your tobacco or shop for anything else you want. Done with it. So what I do now is I go to Boswell's. The only time I buy a Boswell pipe anymore is if we're going to Pennsylvania or going up in that area. I'll stop by the Alexandra store or the one in Chambersburg. And that keeps bass pipers' blood pressure and mental health under control. But anyway, that was 11 minutes. Let me go ahead and show you these pipes. It's going to be a little bit longer video today. Okay, but that's my thing with Boswell with buying on Monday nights. I don't get into it anymore. Man, it's the system. It's the checkout system that's not good. To me, leave something in the cart. Give the person a timer. 5 minutes. 8 minutes, whatever. And okay, I'm counting down. All right, man, I got to hurry up and get stuff, or that thing's going to be out of my cart. They don't have nothing. Anybody can go in there, snag it, and gone. That's my rant for this morning, okay? Thank you, subscribers. I got new subscribers coming in the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much. Boswell family is a fantastic family. They got great stuff. He makes great stuff, or I wouldn't have them. And so what I just covered is just a business thing of their application or whatever they're using is maybe could be a little better. All right, here we go. This pipe right here, in fact, the two pipes that I got commissioned by JM, he graciously did me some 9mm in these. These were showcased on Mondays, and I couldn't get them. They got snagged before I could get them. So I said, okay. Got a picture of them before I went on there, and I got to see, so I sent Rachel a picture, whatever, so her dad could see it. And I said, look, can your dad make this in a 9mm for me? And so he did, and this is one of the pots. No, I'm sorry, this is one of the, it's not a pot. What the heck was it? This one was done in 2020. I forgot what he called this one, because with Boswell, he don't have names for his pipes. And you got to remember, Boswell does a lot of freehand, and I love freehand pipes. This one has a rustification and then got a smooth bowl on top. And this one was done in a 9mm. This was one of them that was showcased on a Monday, just not in a 9mm. This one is the 9mm. You can see that. I told you I'm no good at Vanna White. But a pretty pipe, and it's got a 9mm charcoal filter in that one. This one is my coal pot. This one was on a Monday night as well. He made this one in a 9mm, and it looks like this. With the brown, or coffee, I guess, brown stem, very pretty stem on that one. I like the shank and the portions of it that's got the little grain. Of course, he did the rustification. See if I can turn it this way so you can see it. Some of my first pipes I started getting from Boswell, I got them from the website back in 2017, 2018 for Christmas. And let me show you some of those that I got. In fact, let me show you this one before I do. This is called, I was trying to remember before the video. This one was done in 2019. Of course, all the Boswell stuff is engraved in the back of his pipes and dates and all that kind of stuff. He just don't have names for his pipes. I mean, if they got them, they're at the shop. But most of them are just freehand. I usually try to go with my Boswells by the stems, because there's different color stems and different types of stems. This is called, they call it the Longhorn because of the way it's designed. But this is one, and this one here is falls under the jumbo of Boswell. And as you can see, that one there, let me go on up here with the grains. You can see the grains and stuff on this. Of course, you can see can you see the Boswell? Where you can see some etching there. I don't know how well you can see it. The longhorn is the wide stem and how it's flat here. I call it the longhorn, but a very pretty pipe. Jumbo bowl, it's a mouthful. And so, but a pretty pipe. The next one I want to show you, now this one is not mine. This one is my son's, and he leaves it over here to showcase it. But this one I got when I was at Boswell's about 2019, and my son liked it, and it's one of the fishing pipes that Boswell makes, and this one looks like this. And it's got the windscreen on it. It's got the shotgun shell piece on it for the stem. And it comes with a lanyard that if you was out there fishing, you could hook this to your pocket, or if you have a fishing vest or whatever, put it in your pocket, and then you could have this. So in case it did fall out of your mouth, it wouldn't go in the lake, okay? It would catch it. So that's the one we call it is a fishing pipe, or they name them the fishing pipe. But this is my son's. So anyway, I want to put that one back. Let's see. I don't want to get things out of order here. This one here I got back in 2018, and this one here is a pretty pipe. I like the grain of it, and it's got a you can see how it's curved in, or it's etched out here, where basically you can Mrs. Boswell liked this pipe. She must have been left-handed, I guess, because it's an ideal spot to put your thumb for smoke. The only problem is I'm right-handed. I need the little carving on this side, but I got it anyway because I like the pipe. But this is one that you can see the top of it. And you can see more of the cutout right in here. It's great for left-handers, but very nice pipe. Now, all these that I'm showing you now, none of these are filtered pipes. They're all unfiltered. All right, now here comes some of the freehands. Let me move some of these around real quick. Guys, bear with me. I know I'm in and out of the frame. And this one right here is my little red stem freehand, and this one was made in 2017. One of my first Boswell pipes for Christmas. It's this one right here. Nice plateau. With the kind of red burgundy stem. And that's how I usually go on what tobaccos I'm putting in what Boswell pipes, whether they're English or aromatics or whatever. I go by the stems. And what I do is on my iPhone, Android probably has it too, but iPhone has a little app called Notes. So what I've done is I list all of my pipes in my notes. Put who they're by, what they are, if they got model numbers, whatever. And then whatever tobacco I assign to them, I put the tobacco that's assigned to them. If it's like vanilla, or any kind of vanillas, or cherry vanillas, if it's aromatics, I'll put on there. Or if it's like a certain one like Sabrog 71st Street, Wilkie Sabrog 71st Street. Or if it's like any kind of thing, it has some chocolate or whatever, I'll combine all of that so that when they ghost, it's all about the same flavor. But I have to go with Boswell by the colored stems because he don't have names for his pipes. They're just freehands, So This is one of them. Another one that I got, let me see what year I got this one. Well, this is a 22. I got this of Christmas 22. Very pretty pipe. This is kind of a, I guess you could call it a dark brownish, yellowish stem, but it's got a nice sandblast, rustication, and smooth up top here. Of course, the black plateau, as you can see, the stem. It's got a little bit different little coloring over here and in the back. And so that one there you probably can see is a 22. And but I thought that was a cool looking pipe. I gotta turn them sometimes like this so I can get everything in there. The next one is a, what year did I get this one? Yeah, this is a 2018, one of my Christmas pipes. This kind of has like a little amber stem. Another freehand here. And I just now noticed this, but there's another cutout here on the left side. Somebody in the Boswell family must be left-handed. You can see the stem. Because this one here has another. You see the indentation? Great for holding your left hand, but gotta tell JM make some cutouts for right-handed people. This one right here is my Umpal design and shape. And this one is a 2018. Got this one Christmas as well with my orange stem. You can kind of see what that one looks like in the top of it. And that right there is not because Bass Piper dropped it. That's just the way it came. Maybe they dropped it, I don't know. But I think that's just the way the wood was, the briar was on that. Oh, and there's a hanger, buddy. That's what that one looks like. Then I got, this one is pretty unique. I like the way this one is. This one has a yellowish stem to it, kind of an orange yellowish stem, and this is a 2000, looks like 18 on this one. You can kind of see how that comes around and how the design goes with this. Let's see here. The next one I got this one in 2019. My wife picked this out. And when I went down there, we went down there in July. And my birthday is July 26th. Our anniversary is July 31st. So I lucked out. I was able to get a birthday pipe and an anniversary pipe. And I'll show you the one I got for the anniversary. This was my birthday, and she picked this one out. It's more of a shotgun shell, more of an apple. It's got a little bit of a bend to the stem, but it's more of a straight pipe. Now, the interesting thing about this is this right here, guys. The top was this color, as you can see here. And you can see, and so it had a little ding at the top. And I asked Dan, who was there at the Chambersburg, because I got this one at Chambersburg and the other one that I got that year. This one has a real dark brown stem. It's not black, but it's hard to see in the. So I asked him, I said, Dan, can you get that little spot out? I said, that's bugging my OCD. And he said, yeah, let me go back there and see what I can do with it. So he took it back there and he put it on the thing. And when it came out, he said, what do you think? And I go, well, it's gone. I said, you didn't put the color back on it. You didn't stain the color. He said, well, a lot of times the guys like this. And I wanted to show it to you first before I did anything with the stain. And the more I looked at it, I said, you know what? Leave it just like that. I like that. I like that two-tone look. So that's why it's two-tone. Otherwise, it'd have been this color. But that's my 2019 birthday pipe that my wife gave me. And then back in 19 as well, I picked up this little pipe while I was there. This had nothing to do with the anniversary or the birthday. But I got this little nose warmer. Just got your basic black stem. And so this little thing right here, just, actually it's not too bad, but, it's a little puffer. Doesn't hold a lot. So I think that is all. Oh, I got to show you my anniversary pipe. Now this one here, I have not smoked yet. This one here, when I saw it, I said, man, I got to get this pipe. This thing is unreal. And I mean, it's a beautiful pipe. And it is somewhat of a oompal. You might want to call it a deep Ben Apple / oompal. But it goes under his jumbo line as well. In fact, I think it's a little bit more than a jumbo. Here's the one I got for my anniversary, guys. And this is the biggest Boswell, the biggest pipe I got anyway. It's this one right here. I got to angle it so you can see it all. Look at the stem on that. That's a hunk of briar right there. This pipe right here, look at that. Now that one there, this one here, you gotta have your arm propped. I got my arm over here. I gotta have this propped up when you smoke. And this right here, just go ahead and get you a 2-ounce bag and pour it in there. I mean, that thing will hold some tobacco, guys. I mean, right there. And so that's a big boy. That's the biggest pipe I own. And it's a Boswell. But anyway, that's all my Boswell pipes. So Boswell's my biggest collection. All the pipes I've got. I think they might. Well, I take that back. My Savinellis might be. I probably got more Savinellis by maybe 1 or 2. But if not, this is second. This is either first or second between them and between Boswell and the Savinellis. But that's going to do it for my Boswells. And but I think my Boswells are number 1. And but you cannot go wrong with a Boswell pipe. You cannot go wrong with every tobacco that I have tried of JM's is, to my palate, is spot on. They don't make a bad tobacco. Now, they may make a tobacco to your palate that's not as pronounced or not as pungent that you want, or with the hit you wanted. It might be a little milder, but they're blending, his blending and everything, and Dan's blending is good. Whether you get aromatics, whether you get Englishes, whatever the case may be, you can't. With the Boswell setup, Boswell has been doing this for so long. He's got the market. He's worldwide now. He's well known. And the tobaccos and everything, I would put Boswell aromatic blends up against most any of them out there. And I mean, everybody's palate is subjective. We know that. But overall, you can't beat the Boswells. And JM keeps his pipes within a worker's man's price. I mean, I think the highest Boswells I've seen on his website has been maybe $700, and that's for a real fancy, pipe. Well, most of his pipes will run you around the $100 mark to about $269, somewhere in there, give or take. But that spread, you'll find his pipes. They're not real expensive. And if you just buy one or two here or there, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I mean, some of these Boswells, when I was, in the medical field and all of that, Base Piper was making pretty good money. Now I was no doctor's money, but I was making pretty good money. And of course, me and my wife's been working for 42 years. I've also had two incomes. So it allows Base Piper to be able to buy a few extras then that I can't now. The church just voted this past Sunday to start giving Base Piper a little bit of a salary, so to speak. And bless their hearts, it's something, but it ain't what I've been used to making. And of course, I know that. But I had, it's one of those things you buy and you get things as you can. While the money's good, go ahead and get it. And so when people go and ask you, well, how'd you afford that? How in the world can you all afford that? I can't, but I did 15 years ago, or 10 years ago. Money was good. And so you get it while you can get it. But I mean, as far as that, Boswell has a pretty decent price range for pipes. And if you ever get a chance to go by his Chamberburg or his Alexander, Pennsylvania store, the Alexander's the newer one. And that's usually where he works out of mainly. Dan runs the Chambersburg one. Go by and visit. I know some of you guys have had meetups and things like that. I'd like to have been able to make a meetup, but timing and all that's just off for things a lot of times for me. And usually when I can get up there, ain't nobody there anyway. Nothing's going on. But that's just life. So I had to wear my Boswell hat. You see that? And then I'm wearing my Perdomo 30th anniversary cigar t-shirt. Got this for Christmas. So I haven't tried his 30th anniversary. I got it in my Tupperware, getting it acclimated. I just got it a couple of weeks ago and they're hard to find because not a lot of the cigar stores have the 30th anniversary, the new 30th anniversary that he put out. So I'm anxious to try it. I got it in a Connecticut, and so I just want to see how that one is. I picked up just a couple of days ago a McAuliffe Black that I wanted to try, that on some of the platforms, the cigar platforms, it made Cigar of the Year. And it was only like a $6 or $7 cigar. So I just picked up one or two to see what all the hype was about that one. I like to try just different ones. But anyway, I gave that to you for free. I didn't charge you the cigar information in the pipe video. But anyway, that's Base Piper's Boswell pipes, and it's about 34 minutes. I knew it was going to be a little longer today. But guys, have yourself a great rest of the week and weekend. And I'm going to kick back here in a few minutes and produce this thing and put it out there. I've got to figure out what kind of intro I'm going to put with that. If you've noticed, Base Piper's and got a little bit more jazzier, funkier music on his intro. I'm just trying different music out. and seeing what works and what don't. And sometimes I feel funky and sometimes I don't. So we just put a little something out and play with it a little bit. And I hope you've been enjoying the intros and the outros and things of what I've so far learned how to do. But anyway, guys, I just want to show you this today. Greg, thank you again, buddy, for the key fob. And hey, man, Team Freedom, buddy. And the YTPC. Roll on, right? And we will talk with you guys later. So until we meet again, relax. Have your pipe or your Boswell, whatever you're smoking. And don't forget the many blessings God gives us each and every day. You guys take care. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.